What's going on, Eagles Nation? This is Mr. 215 Philly coming at you with a video. I just want to do my final opinion and thoughts of us going into the 2015 season, being that we're about 2 days away now. Going into this preseason, you know, my main areas of concern was our defense was my number one, and our quarterback situation. Um, Even though you can't read too much into the preseason because it is the preseason. You're not playing number ones and number two. You're not playing the number ones the whole time. You're playing like number twos, number threes. Guys are just fighting for roster spots. Defensively, I did like what I seen for the most part. I did like to see the fact that we had bodies flying around, things of that. That we weren't being so reactive to the situation. We weren't getting just 40-yard bombs just hurled on us. I like the fact that we had it just seemed like we had way more energy. I'm not sure if it made sense, if that made sense or not, but that's what I really liked about our defense. With the additions of Thurman, Rowe, and Maxwell, I definitely think our secondary is going to be 10 times better than last season. That's one thing I can almost guarantee, that our secondary will be better. Our front seven has always been strong. Our linebackers, with Kiko, with Kendricks, with Ryan's back there, we should do some pretty big things. Now, I'm not saying that our defense is going to be elite, like top five, but I think they're going to be pretty solid this year. I'm really expecting big things out of them for this season. Now to our quarterback situation. My only issue with Sam Bradford was the fact that he gets injured a lot. I was really high on him coming out of college. I always liked the way he performed, but it's just that he's kind of fragile. And I think with Sam Bradford, I think one thing that goes key with him is that as far as our offensive line goes, that's how far Sam Bradford would go. If our offensive line keeps him upright, that if he doesn't get hit too much, I think we'll do big things, and I think he'll do big things for the team as well. I do like the fact that he's really accurate with the ball. He puts that ball right on the money, and he doesn't hold the ball too long, unlike Nick Foles. As far as Mark Sanchez, I never really been high on him. I didn't even think that this was going to be a quarterback battle at all. I felt like once we signed Bradford, he was going to be the starter, which they ended up saying before the start of preseason that he was anyway. The thing that kind of really bothers me about Mark Sanchez is that he seems like when we go against elite teams, he doesn't show up. But when we play the teams that we're supposed to beat, that's when he has good performances. But when you need him to come through, like in a playoff game, something like that, I really don't have no faith in him at all. We got rid of Matt Bartley. We sent him to Arizona for, I think it was a 5th-round pick. Tebow, I never really thought Tebow was going to make the team anyway. I know people thought that he has improved. For all the people, I know there's a lot of people upset about us not keeping Tebow. But one thing y'all got to remember, if y'all follows him in college, I really feel like, his coaching staff did him an injustice. Because all the issues that he's trying to fix now could have got fixed in college. I know a lot of people want to see Tebow. I was a big Tebow fan in college too, and a lot of people want to see him just get a chance and get a shot. But he may just have like some analysts have said he may just have to go to the CFL for a while. I don't know if he wants to do that, but I think that may be his best bet for now. Our special teams that's not even an area of concern. For me, I think our special teams is our strongest part of the football team. They're pretty elite. I think hands down we're top 3 special teams in the league. We always making plays. Kenyon Barner is for real. He's the real deal. I'm really excited about that part. Now, as far as going into the season, what's my prediction on what do I think that's going to happen this season? I think we got a real shot to take the division. I really do. I think it's going to come down to us and Dallas. I don't consider the Redskins to be an equation at all. They got too many organization issues, quarterback issues. They got a quarterback that the organization and the coaching staff don't even want on the roster, but the owner do, and that's the only reason why he's still there. So I don't even think they're going to be a factor. And I think in a GQ interview, our homeboy Deshaun Jackson even said that he don't even think they're going to be a factor this season. So that's coming from their all-star, all-pro wide receiver. The Giants, we can't count them out. I know, defensively, they don't look that great, especially with Pierre Paul not being there. It's looking like he's not going to be there for some time. But you got to remember, they always make a run at the end of the season. They always do. You can count on that with the Giants, and they still do got Eli Manning. I know some of y'all gonna say, "Oh, he sucks, he's garbage," but he has won 2 Super Bowls for a reason. So I think they may be a little bit of a factor at the end of the season. I think they're gonna make a run, but I think it's going to really come down to us and the Cowboys. And I could foresee us taking it. The Cowboys. One thing I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Cowboys have the toughest schedule in our division that they're going to have to go through. So I think that's going to have to hurt them. They got to play some pretty tough teams. So I think our record, I can see us being like 11-5, possibly 12-4. I'm not going to sit up here and go out off the ledge and say, oh yeah, we should be 16-0 or 14-2. Because let's be honest, we all know there's going to be road bumps. There's going to be a hiccup during the season. There's going to be a game that we don't show up. It happens to us every single year that it's a game that we don't show up. And I could foresee us having a letdown like against Detroit, against the Cardinals. I don't think that we're going to win every game in the division. I can definitely see us splitting a game with the Cowboys. We should sweep the Redskins. We may split with the Giants because the Giants always show up for us. Even though we did whip their ass last year, but you never know with the Giants. I think they're going to be a little bit better this year. So, yeah, that's where I think our record may be at. I think I could foresee our record being maybe 11-5, 12-4. Definitely seeing us having a strong shot to take the division. We definitely should be in the playoffs. If you disagree, just leave a comment below. How do you feel? Do you think, we're going to do better? Do you think we're going to just hands down just take the division? Do you foresee us going to the Super Bowl? Just leave a comment below. This is Mr. 215 Philly. Y'all have a good one.